Well, good evening, everyone. I'm Reverend Richard Burdick, and welcome to Unity North Atlanta and our weekly Wednesday night time of reflection, a time of being, a time of contemplation. Michael Burke, I started to call you Reverend Michael Burke. I think that's a fitting title. Reverend Michael Burke and Reverend Richard Burdick with you every Wednesday to just be in a place of remembering, to be in a place of truth. And as Michael and I thought about this evening's offering for you, we talked about the multidimensional reality of life, of God, of ourselves. You know, the reality is we think that we're just defined by this one simple plateau in life where we're living, where we're experiencing life, but we are so much more than that. And our relationships are so much more. It's a multidimensional earthly reality with our human eyes, if we take the time to look. But at a spiritual truth, we live in a multidimensional universe. The cosmos is so much more than we think. You know, within our body alone, there are several bodies. There's the physical body, the mental body, the emotional body, and the spiritual body. God is expressed as all of those. But we look at the male and female aspects that exist within the one. Also, a yin and a yang, if you will, a dark and a light energy. All exists within us, and we can explore that multidimensional reality of our own lives, of our own being, and thus explore the multidimensional reality of the cosmos, which would be God. We're going to do that tonight. We have some poems that kind of take us on a journey through different dimensions, and I invite you to just go where your mind leads you, where your emotions lead you, where your spirit leads you, and where your body feels comfortable. We're going to weave them all together with chant and ideas, and so I invite you to begin that journey with us and to get very comfortable. Take a deep cleansing breath with me and release anything that would be in the way of you being open and receptive to whatever dimension, whatever state of being needs to be realized tonight. All the chakras as dimensions themselves, coming into a state of openness and receptivity. The physical body, the mental body, the emotional body, and our spiritual body all working together in congruity in a beautiful dance and tapestry of the wholeness of being. Take a deep cleansing breath with me. And exhale and release anything and everything except a vulnerability and a willingness to simply be in all those dimensions tonight. Take another deep cleansing breath and let your mind and your heart be open to the Spirit of God and God's many varied disguises and expressions and energies. And take these words with me as your body begins to relax even more fully. Your mind begins to get focused. My body, my mind, my heart, my soul is balanced and blessed, loved, and whole. One more deep breath, and let's sing together. My body, my mind, my heart, my soul is balanced and blessed, loved and whole. My body, my mind, my heart, my soul are balanced and blessed, loved and whole. Another deep breath. More relaxed than you were a moment ago. We sing one more time. My body, my mind, my heart, my soul are balanced and blessed, loved and whole. My body, my mind, my heart, my soul are balanced and blessed, loved and whole. cleansed and blessed, loved and whole. One more time. Breathe in this time if your eyes are not already closed. Shut out the outside world and open the sanctuary of the inner world, the kingdom of heaven. Jesus says, in my Father's house are many rooms. Oh, and within the kingdom of heaven, that is you, are many rooms, many containers, many states, many energies, many goodnesses. Let them all out to play tonight. Let them all be expressed. Let them move in, around, and through, and as each other, so that that balance and that wholeness may emerge in the multifaceted, beautiful expression of God that you are. Our first poem the evening is called Ribbons.
Ribbons. My body, my mind, my heart, my soul. This is how poetry comes to me. All connected by the ribbons of the dimensions within us. I looked at what appeared to be a blank sheet of paper and saw letters dangling above, like strings from time, unwinding. They spun and bounced and laughed among themselves. And as I waved my hand into them, they gathered on my fingers in an order of unexpected precision, but anticipated connection, as if I could make any word at any time, and it would speak in sense in one or several dimensions. I did not even have to know their meaning. They knew and entranced through me. And in trance, I welcomed them to form, writing my poetry, as it were, like pyramids on sand. I was the support for their foundation, but I was constantly shifting. How could I write outside myself what was beyond words inside of me? How could I write outside myself what was beyond words inside of me? I couldn't. But they could. The dancing letters, the drops of thought, the spatial paradigms. They knew how to bypass my filters, overlook my own observations, and couch together in sinewy ribbons of elegance. And these ribbons of elegance turn my fingers into wands of enlightenment. I pour wisdom through my pen because I am wise enough to get out of the way. Once I was poet. Once I was poet. Now I have become the poem. I have become the poem.
Breathing into that spiritual body, using the portal of the mind, the physical and emotional body, we begin to realize that all of life is a poem. We are the poem of God. And the highest dimensions have downloaded like ribbons into our mind, our heart, and our body, that poem may live on earth in its fullness. How beautiful and expansive are we in this awareness, in this knowledge, in this truth. Our minds begin to partner with that download of God. Letters and words and ideas without form that we give them. Ideas, possibilities. In the pen of God that we give expression through our minds and our hearts. As I think, so shall it be. As I know, so shall I see. As I feel, so let it be. God does great work through me. As I think, so shall it be. As I know, so shall I see. As I feel, so let it be. God does great work through me. As the veritable poem of God, sing with me, create through me. As the veritable song of God, express now in all that I am, in every dimension of my being, sing and speak and write and create through me now, God. As I think, so shall it be. As I know, so shall I see. As I feel, so let it be. God does great work through me. God does great work through me. God does great work through me. Downloaded from the conscious, the subconscious of our being. Direct download from the conscious and subconscious mind of God and the super consciousness of all of it. We create, we live, we express.
We create, we live, we express as the conscious and the subconscious of God. The universe does not come to you. The universe comes through you. You will not find anything on the top of a mountain that you did not bring there inside yourself. Your essence that caresses the stars. Your nothingness. Your nothingness that is everything. Are we not the softly swept shoreline, as well as the wave of grace that moves its breath across our shifting stillness? You know, light travels at a certain speed, but darkness doesn't have to move. It just is. It was here before the light, but it was not known as dark. It was only known. No name. It just was. Darkness shone. Darkness shone. It had no opposite. Darkness was light, for it only knew itself as one. Light was held within its wholeness. It had no need to travel. It was safe. Safe inside the sacred womb, where all is supplied, nothing denied, nothing denied. Before matter was dark. Scientists call it dark matter. I call it the subconscious of God. It's everywhere.
Breathe into these words. The multi-dimensional reality of dark and light, both needed for the painting of life, both necessary components, a compare and contrast, a yin and a yang reality, vibrating at different levels, both necessary. Both within the brush, on the brush of our ability to create across the canvas of all that can be within the vastness of God, within the vastness of ourselves, within the vastness of the canvas of life itself. No limits, no boundaries, no borders, just being at every level. Let the colors emerge. Let the paint be spread. Let the paintbrush dance across the canvas of what can be as the song is sung, as the poem is written. And watch with awe and wonder as you discover you are so, so much more than you ever knew. You are so much more in God than you have ever experienced. You are more than you have ever known. In God's love, in God's light, you are more. I am more. I am more. I am more than I have ever known. In God's light, in God's love, I am more. Let yourself feel the moreness. I am more. I am more. I am more than I have ever been. In God's light, in God's love, I am more. In God's light, in the dark, I am more. In God's mind, in God's heart, I am more. I am more. I am more. I am more than I have ever known. In God's light, in God's love, I am more. Every dimension of you awakened, you are more. Layer after layer, level after level, awakened, released, expressed. Oh, I am so much more than I have ever known. Receive the words of this beautiful poem called Layers.
I have walked. I have walked through many lives, some of them my own. And I am not who I was, though some principle of being abides, from which I struggle not to stray. When I look behind, as I am compelled to look before I can gather strength to proceed on my journey, I see the milestones dwindling toward the horizon and the slow fires trailing from the abandoned campsites over which scavenger angels wheel on heavy wings. Oh, I have made myself a tribe out of my true affections. And my tribe is scattered. How shall the heart be reconciled to its feast of losses? Its feast of losses. In a rising wind, the manic dust of my friends, those who fell along the way, bitterly stings my face. Yet I turn exulting somewhat, with my will intact to go wherever I need to go. And every stone on the road, precious, precious to me, precious to me. In my darkest night, when the moon was covered and I roamed through wreckage, a nimbus clouded voice directed me. Live in the layers, not on the litter. Live in the layers, not on the litter. Though I lack the art to decipher it, no doubt, the next chapter in my book of transformations is already written. I am not done with my changes. We are not done with our changes.
Take a moment to join me and reflect upon the landscape of your life, every moment of your life that you have lived, chapters within the book of you. Some full of darkness and sorrow, some full of joy and light. But look with the eyes to know that the multi-dimensional life that you have lived is filled with the presence of God. The voice of God has been in all of it. A sense of being in love with the stones and the rocks that allowed you to climb higher, and the stones and the rocks that were in your way on the path. God is in each stone. You are one with each stone. And to take those chapters from that book and to hear in the pages of it, in the spaces between the pages, in every word that is spoken, the presence of God that says, I am all of it. Every dimension of me expressed on earth. Every dimension of me a part of the book that is you. I am in you. You are in me. And within that unity, layer upon layer upon layer of expression and experience, listen to that voice. Listen deeply for that voice. I am a rock, I'm the sun, I'm the ocean, I am a flower, a fish in the sea, I am the spirit of all creation, I am in you, and you're in me. All of life, all of earth alive with the chapters of God. I am the rain, I'm a cloud, I'm an eagle, I am the river that flows through the sea. I am the spirit of all creation. I am in you, and you're in me. Listen deeply to that voice of God speaking at every dimension, at every layer, at every level. I am the storm, I'm a raging fire. I am the snow falling quietly. I am the spirit of all creation. I am in you, and you're in me. I am a child, I'm a man, I'm a woman. I am a snake, a bumblebee. I am the spirit of all creation. I am in you, and you're in me. I am the life force moving through you. I am the I am that is to be. I am the spirit of all creation. I am in you, and you're in me. I am in you, and you're in me. I am in you, and you're in me. Let us return to the earth as part of our dimensions. Let us return to the sky as part of our being. Let us return to every creature on the earth as a part of our family, multi-dimensional earthly existence with texture and song and poetry and beauty and majesty and light and dark and goodness and God being. Let us return. And when we return, we will know who we are as Moore.
Yes, let us return. We are always proceeding to the beginning. Fallen leaves will climb back into trees. Shards of the shattered vase will rise and reassemble on the table. Plastic raincoats will refold into their flat envelopes. The egg, bald yolk, and its transparent halo slide back in the thin calcium shell. Return. Curses will pour back into mouths. Letters unwrite themselves, words siphoned up into the pen. My gray hair will darken and become the feathers of a black swan. Bullets will snap back into their chambers, the powder tamped tight in brass casings. Borders will disappear from maps. Rust revert to oxygen and time. The fire return to the log, the log to the tree, the white root curled up in the unsplit seed. Bird song will fly into the lark's lungs. Answers, yes, answers, become questions again. Answers become questions again. When you return, sweaters will unravel and wool grow on the sheep. Rock will go home to mountain, gold to vein. Wine crushed into the grape, oil pressed into the olive. Silk reeled into the spider's belly. Night moths tucked close into cocoons. Ink drained from the indigo tattoo. And diamonds. Diamonds will be returned to coal. Coal to rotting ferns. Rain to clouds. Light to stars, sucked back and back and back into one timeless point. The way it was. The way it was before the world began. Before the world was born. That fresh, that whole. Nothing broken. Nothing broken. Nothing torn apart. Nothing torn apart. When you return. When you return.
From each and every layer, moving to a place, a point of oneness, making its way home, every dimension becoming one, every reality becoming one, every experience becoming one, a timeless universe, back to the inception, to the beginning, to the core. With our spiritual bodies, our emotional bodies, our mental bodies, and our physical body, all as one. We see, we feel, we know God and God alone. I see God in every moment. I see God in every moment. Ooh. Sing that with me where you are. I see God in every moment. I see God in every moment. Ooh. I feel God. I feel God in every moment. I feel God in every moment. Ooh. I know God. I know God in every moment. I know God in every moment. I see God in every moment. I see God in every moment. Ooh. Take a moment in the silence, in the sacred sanctuary of having returned to the one. All dimensions become one in the silence. if this world, oh, if our humanity could only take this multi-layered expression on earth, knowing that each one of us is necessary for the painting and the song and the poem, could only see the underlying oneness beneath it all. Oh, what a beautiful world and painting it would be when we knew the truth that there is no you, there is no me, there's only God. There is no you, there is no me, there's only God that I can see. Sing that with me. There is no you, there is no me, there's only God that I can see. There is no us or them, there is no us, there is no them, there's only God. Amen. There is no us, there is no them, there's only God. Amen. There's only God. Amen. There's only God. Amen. And so with the last flick of the quill of our evening, the last stroke of the brush of our evening, the last word of our evening, let us say, Amen. So shall it be. So shall I be. So shall we be on the canvas of all creation. Amen and amen.
Amen.
Take another deep breath with us. Just exhale. Whatever you found, wherever you explored, whatever came up, whatever didn't come up, exhale it all. Let it be in the room of where you happen to be right now. And take that which has value and let the rest go. Michael and I so enjoy creating these moments with you and for you. And I hope that they have value to you. Tonight, it certainly had value to me. Michael will testify to the fact that it was a bit of a rough start. I was rushing and scrambling in a whole different dimension of my reality before I sat down about a minute before we started. You may have noticed the looking for breath. Michael knows.
It's true. Yeah. You did
Let us all look for our breath and to find that breath that takes us to who we need to be in any given moment. We are multidimensional, and who I was before our time tonight was not who came into the meditation, and who's leaving the meditation will be somebody different. And they're all a part of me. And so I hope that this had value, that you have a way to say thank you, a way to express your gratitude, a way to say thank you to Michael for the beautiful words of his own and many other poets that he shares.
Thank you.
A way to say thank you for the songs, the silences, or the ideas, even if they caused you to go, what in the world are they doing tonight? I kind of felt that way. I went to a place and there was a part of me saying, well, what's next? It's all God. It's all God. And so that had value, please text to give, mail a check-in, say thank you, write us a note. Let us know how we're impacting your life, because it's so vitally important. I know it's a tough time. We're not feeling connection necessarily through a camera, but we can feel connection, so write a note. Give us a phone call. Let's talk. Let's connect. Let's find the ways to connect. You know, sometimes it's just as easy to connect through a note or the phone as it is with giving each other an embrace. We're making our way back home, and your generosity and your willingness to give is so gratefully appreciated and so necessary to the work that we are doing. So that's just another dimension. Prosperity, money, generosity, it's all just another dimension of who we are, an extension of who we are. And I thank you for the ways that you are saying thank you to us. I think it'd be nice to end as we just finished that last chant, to take the energy of what we've done here tonight into the world and say there is no you or me. There's no us and them. There's no Democrat or Republican. There's no black or white or blue or green or purple. It's just God expressed upon the canvas of Mother Earth. Let there be no right or wrong or good or bad. Let there be God expressed. As we end our evening tonight, take these words one more time with me. There is no you, there is no me, there's only God. There is no you, there is no me, there's only God that I can see. There is no us, there is no us, there is no them, there's only God. There's only God. Go out and be God. In your multi-faces, be God and go find God in God's many disguises. Have a blessed and beautiful week. We'll see you Sunday morning as we talk about walking like a monk. Have a beautiful evening. Good night, everybody.